It's February, and being a history channel, I think it's about time we covered the history of Valentines. So, how do we go from celebrating the martyrdom of beekeepers and epilepsy to chocolates and courtly love? Well, that's a very complicated answer with some very unclear history to it. Kick back, relax, and enjoy this gory rom-com. Ancient Rome. Don't know why, but this place seems to come up a lot in history. During its heyday, it had a very complicated spirituality and religion, to put it easy. A very unique festival called Lupercalia, or Lupercalia. Not too sure how to pronounce that one. And this festival, of course, would require two priests to get drunk, skin an animal, walk around counterclockwise around a hill, whipping people with its dead flesh, and then drunkenly wander around Rome, whipping people with the dead flesh of that sacrificed animal even more. Apparently it was to increase fertility and honor the she-wolf that suckled Romulus and Remus, Lupa. What the kind of logic is that? Lupa, what are your thoughts and opinions? Do you think it really is honoring you all that well? Anyway, by chance, it did happen to fall February 13th through the 15th, and Valentine's Day happens to fall on the 14th. However, when Rome Christianized, it actually had nothing to do with that. From our court documents, as it turned out, that was the scheduled execution day of St. Valentine. Now, how did we get to that? Well, it starts with Emperor Galenius. Emperor Galenius ruled with an iron fist during the time of what was known as the Great Persecution of the Christians, where something like 80% of Christian martyrs all have stemmed from. Galenius was also a very military ambitious man, and being a military ambitious man meant you ran some very long, lengthy military campaigns. And so, when it decreased the morale of his broom-headed soldiers, these poor men became homesick, missed their families, missed their wives, missed their loved ones, and Galenius was going to stop at no means until he got exactly what he wanted. So he decided to ban marriage altogether to increase morale, because that only makes sense. Perfect sense if you happen to be a psychopath. However, this one rogue cleric, Valentine, or Valentinius, as it would have been during the time of which he was alive, wasn't going to be all about that. So, in secret, he tied many knots and married many young couples. Now, the details of that still remain very unclear. Supposedly, in the legend, he had a secret ring with Cupid on it. Not too sure. Some of it sounds very Hollywood-ish. However, he did marry a lot of people, at least until Galenius, ya boy, imprisoned him. And, well, when he remained there, this is where the Valentines tradition was birthed, at least according to this legend. A lot of people who he did marry, and other people who came to him that he also married while he was still jailed, did leave him letters of gratitude, and also left him flowers, primarily roses. Now, supposedly, before his scheduled execution, where he had his head chopped off, and to this day you can still see it in Rome. I actually went there myself when I was 15. However, supposedly he did have a thing with his jailer's daughter. Don't know if it's because Valentine was just that much of a stud or something else was going on. But Valentine, on the day of his execution, February 14th, supposedly left a letter saying, "Forever your Valentine." After his execution, there became the Feast of St. Valentine, as was a tradition for honoring many Christian martyrs. And at some point in the 1800s, this hip new country named America decided to cash in on this extravagant love fest. And regardless if it's anything to do with courtly love or just the love of chocolate, I wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day.